back, everybody, to the GR Wisdom channel. I want to thank you all for tuning back in, old and new subscribers, and those of you just now viewing my channel. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you guys find something you like. Once again, I would like to discuss another topic that's, pretty close to me and things that I had to learn. And that is the topic of revenge. And the reason why I want to discuss this because it's one of those things that it's almost like human nature, part of the human condition. For if we're done wrong or something is done to us, we want payback. We want revenge. We want to punish that person, or we want to see this person hurt, or even if someone is successful in a sense or surpassed you in a certain sense, you like to consider that revenge. But this concept, when we think about it, all it is it's really, if you examine it in itself and yourself, it's an entitlement concept. And as controversial as it may sound, when we talk about fairness in the world, what's fair and what's not fair, that's an entitlement concept as well. So when we get down to the point of revenge, right? We talk about revenge, and this could be maybe you were screwed over by, a friend, a coworker, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, a family member, your boss, whoever you were screwed over by. And it's natural to feel a certain type of way until you get to that point where it no longer matters, which is an incredible feeling to feel that way, where you just feel sorrow for that person. Or some people call it grace, when you get to that point where you really don't care about seeking revenge. And that's just how much thought you put into it, which is a great thing. Many of us, like myself, you have this overwhelming feeling, and I'm not exempt from any other human emotions at all, but there's this overwhelming feeling that comes over you that, could make you want to do something, react in violence, even down to you actually killing someone. But it's self-restraint is what comes into place, and looking at what all it is that you have going on, and, your potential, so to speak, is something that you need to consider with these things. As far as letting someone, if it gets to the point where someone drives you out of your normal status quo or day-to-day life, where you have to pay that much attention as far as to get back at them, then there's definitely something wrong. As far as revenge, this disease, and I call it a disease of the heart. People who are out for vengeance, they'll go to any length to exact their revenge, if you will, including hurting themselves. Somebody will hurt themselves, or even you may have thought about, they'll hurt themselves in the process just to hurt someone else. There's like a something, if you guys have heard of it, someone will stab themselves through the heart just to stab someone else, or they'll shoot themselves just to harm the next person, which makes no sense. So I guess at the end of the day, what you need to look at is, what have you accomplished? How has seeking revenge made you a better person by inflicting pain or sorrow or whatever on the next person? As good as it may feel, and please believe I know that's how you feel, how is this making you a better person? You shouldn't do anything in life unless it's making you a better person. That goes for anything. Revenge, pursuing a dream, pursuing someone else, pursuing any goals, unless it's making you a better person. And that's what people fail to realize a lot of times. Now I can get biblical on all this, which, I can quote a few verses about revenge and things of that nature, and it's something, Is it warranted? Yes, at times it could be warranted, but sometimes it's not your place, and it's not your place to do that. You need to just focus on yourself instead of directing attention on someone else. Like, for example, you have people seeking revenge by killing someone. Killing someone, they look at it as honor or achieving some type of honor by taking someone else's life. But at the end of the day, it's a temporary feeling, just like anything else on this world. Everything in this earth is temporary, including feelings. Feelings is just a current state. It's not a continued state of happiness or sadness, so to speak. It's all temporary. So when you take someone's life, it's just temporary. So what does that earn you other than that temporary feeling at the end of the day by taking someone's life? All you did, as far as revenge goes, is you solved their problems. They don't have anything else to worry about anymore. You are, in essence, you're putting this person out of their misery by taking their life. And your problems are just starting, especially if you have to spend the rest of your life in jail looking like a a-hole for taking someone's life over whatever. But some people will gladly do it. They give away their future just for that purpose. But there's things in place for those who are believers. You be in jail looking like an idiot seeking revenge. How is that making you a better person? Especially if you have a family and other things to live for. How is this making you a better person? That's the thing that we need to think about. If you're a believer in God or karma or universal law, anything that goes around comes around, you will understand that everyone is or will be repaid accordingly, whether in this life or the next. It doesn't matter what it is, how you question whatever, someone dying at the hands of their oppressor or someone doing this, and this. And a lot of these people who do these acts claim to be believers, so to speak, Christians, religious holy rollers, fortune cookie quoters, as I like to call them, sanctified, saved, yet they breathe evil day in and day out, and they wake up with you on their mind, or they wake up with the thought of just how to make your life miserable. But they'll claim to be, holy rollers and followers of, Jesus Christ, so to speak. The Almighty, he has a saying, which is basically become cliche, which is not a bad thing as far as the Almighty is quoted as saying, vengeance is mine. He says this in Romans and in Deuteronomy. He says that vengeance is mine. Do not avenge yourself, beloved, but leave room for God's wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay. That's the biggest thing. I will repay, says the Lord. But on the contrary, which is the greatest thing, which is going to get to my next point. On the contrary, the good book says, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him a drink. For in doing so, you will heap burning coals on top of his head. So basically, you doing good. When you're given a bad, you return with good. Is the reward for good anything but good? So when someone is this way towards you, and if in their time of need, you come back and you treat them in this way, it is like heaping burning coals upon their heads. Or just the fact that you're successful is heaping burning coals upon their heads as far as revenge. And it's cliche also, the best revenge is success. People want to see you in this life eating dirt. Me, I've lived the better part of the last, 8 years filled with betrayal. And this is and like they say, it's always family. The better part of 8 years has been betrayal by my own family. Back to back to back. But me having the mind that I have and realizing the responsibility I have and who I am, I could have easily given in to seeking revenge on all these people, you know, and it's human to have these thoughts, to do certain things to certain people. But at the end of the day, where would that put me at? By putting an end to any of these people or doing certain things to these people, where would that put me at except behind bars and looking like an idiot for letting someone trick me out of my position? And that's the thing. You're being tricked with these people. You're being tricked out of your position. God, the Almighty, is the beginning. Belief in God or fear of God and His vengeance is the beginning of wisdom, not man. And that's what man fails to realize. Anything that happens is meant. Regardless if you believe it or not, things happen a certain way in this life. There is order regardless of what people think. The universe, as they say in the beginning, was chaos. But you can't bring chaos into order with all these laws, universal laws we have, without intelligence. Order comes from intelligence. So there is an order to this life. Just the way the sun rises up every day and the ocean and all these other things, the air you breathe, there is order. Gravity, there is order. So there is an order, whether you call it karma, the Almighty, whatever. There is order to all of this. The only revenge should be success. You carry on about your business. This is the way the prophets conducted themselves. The prophets were alienated. They were ostracized from society. They were attacked. They were beat up. Things of that nature. But because they had the help, or they were supported by the Almighty, they always accomplished their goal, which was success. They came to success, which was the belief in God Almighty at the end of the day. So whether you believe in that, that's on you. And if I'm not turning this into a sermon, but I just want to relate this to you. You focus on yourself. I'm not saying that you don't defend yourself, because defending yourself is not revenge or vengeance. By all means, defend yourself if it comes to it. You know, people in this life, if you don't know, will attempt to get you out of character. They will do their best to get you out of character. You have to watch out for these people and stay away from these people. You must practice self-control and don't involve yourself in any foolishness that is going on. People talk about the devil. The devil is, these people are possessed by the devil. This whole metaphysical concept of a devil or demons and things of that nature. The real demons is man that walks this earth. The real devils are man that walk this earth. They are human beings. And they have this disease that they try to get people out of character and do things to people to get people to react. But it's self-control. This disease of the heart is sad, and a lot of people think that they are righteous when they do these things to other people, including oppression. You know, don't fall victim to this trap. Your success and your lack of response to what it is that they're trying to do is the greatest thing and the best thing that you can do. That's pretty much all I have to say on the topic. I just want to convey that to y'all. Keep your head strong, keep your head high. Don't fall for these people that's trying to get you out of character. Revenge. Do not seek revenge. Defend yourself by all means, but do not seek revenge. It is an entitlement concept and a disease of the heart. The Almighty is watching you at all times to see how you're going to react. You don't know what He has planned for these people who are trying to do certain things to you. You have no clue. So just be patient and do what you're supposed to do. Don't focus on what anybody else is doing. So that's all I have to say about that. You know, if you don't mind, you know, by all means, like, share, subscribe. Go ahead and like the video. It doesn't cost you anything to like it. Share this video, subscribe, you know, follow me on social media, Amazon, check me out, check my books out. If you got any topics you'd like me to discuss, feel free to send me those topics. You know, I'll be more than willing to do a video on it. If you feel like it, if you're feeling, like like if you're feeling, however, man, if you're feeling charitable, throw a couple coins in the well of wisdom. It's much appreciated. I'm coming with the content. So I'll catch you guys on the next video. So please hold your head and just remember, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. Peace.